Applying for a K-1 visa can be a long, complicated process. With all the pressure to get everything right, getting help, like from an immigration lawyer, can be beneficial. But is it worth it? Before you start applying for a K-1 visa, here are some pros and cons about a lawyer to consider. First, it saves you time from doing all the research. When a couple is from two completely different backgrounds, finding examples similar to your case can get tricky. It is impossible to find the perfect use case for your unique situation. Sorting out all the information while swimming in an ocean of unknowns is quite overwhelming and time-consuming. For me, I could not focus on all the details while doing all the research, and I just could not keep everything in order. The chance of getting something wrong or misinterpreting the instructions scared me a little. I could have been more organized when I was 23 and 24, so this was one check in the pro column for me.
Another pro that goes along with the last one is, it gives you peace of mind. The fact that the living situation for your relationship completely depends on the success of obtaining a K-1 visa is overwhelming. The process comes with a lot of pressure. Knowing that your case is in good hands can relieve much of that stress. Both of these points make the communication go a lot smoother, and it's a bit more enjoyable while talking about the future. Being able to focus more on the relationship, especially during that big transition, is a huge advantage. While we were as overwhelmed as we were, we can say from experience that our communication stayed light and was focused on the excitement of being together more while in the process.
The next one is, a lawyer who is familiar with the K-1 visa process can make sure everything is filled out correctly. That includes forms and other appropriate documents. On top of that, they can give you tips on what and how to submit your supporting documents for dating history, such as letters, photographs, or other evidence of your engagement. As we mentioned previously, a lot of the information on how to file the K-1 visa can be found online. However, every case is different. Having an experienced lawyer who works directly with you is very beneficial, since they would be able to give you advice that is tailored to your unique situation. This can prevent you from experiencing avoidable delays in the processing time. Our lawyer actually caught a mistake that I had made on a form before we sent it in to the USCIS, so the lawyer definitely saved us time. Everything done correctly and legally is a significant factor in the security of an international marriage.
Now let's move on to the cons. The first downside is cost. You are not required by the government to have a lawyer represent you. You can technically do everything yourself by doing all the research and filing. If you choose to do this on your own, you could possibly save a lot of money, ranging from $1,500 to $3,000. In our case, we could have saved $2,000 by doing this ourselves for K-1 visa and green card process. It's also important to remember that this is an additional cost to all the fees required for visa, the move, and the wedding.
Another thing is, you will still have to experience the wait. There is a lot of waiting in the visa process, and you feel so anxious not knowing if things are moving forward at all. Things stay silent and you just wait for months to hear from the USCIS. It is the same case even when you hire a lawyer. In addition to the USCIS office, you will be waiting to hear from your lawyer to get an update, which in our case never happened until the USCIS updated the status online or we got a letter in the mail. Then we would just ask the lawyer, what do we do next? It might get a little more frustrating knowing that you have a person that you can call, rather than only being able to check the status online, but knowing still that it won't speed up the process.
This leads to another big con. It could potentially slow down the process. The lawyer filed the paperwork on our behalf, but we still had to email all the answers to fill in the blanks. So that was just an extra step before all the documents could be sent out. Plus, you move according to your lawyer's timeline, so that could take extra days. Whereas, if you're doing it yourself, you could just fill out the form, send it out whenever you're ready to. In our case, after sending all the answers to fill in the form to our lawyer, we still wouldn't hear back from him for a good week or two. And we finally get the confirmation of the form being submitted. It is very much understandable considering the lawyer has other clients he's working with. But again, it can lead to frustration, especially if you're anxious to get it done as soon as possible.
The decision to hire a lawyer for the K-1 visa process is a personal one. It's influenced by your circumstances and priorities. For couples seeking expert guidance, peace of mind, and tailored advice, the benefits of legal representation can outweigh the additional costs and potential delays. I know it did for us. However, if you're comfortable with researching yourself and willing to invest the necessary time and effort, you may find the option of doing it yourself appealing. Ultimately, the choice is yours and should be discussed between you and your partner. The specific needs and preferences you both have will determine the path for your journey on obtaining a K-1 visa. So, do you think you would hire a lawyer? Let us know your thoughts and plans down in the comments.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notification button for more stories and tips on international relationships.